Hello, my name is Gary Christopher Johnson. I am the sole author of Cerberus Content Management System up until this version, which is version 4, build 0.6. We just got a few more developers on the team. So, in light of that, I have decided to make this demonstration video to convey the architectural designs of Cerberus Content Management System. I will now be going over the user space modules of Cerberus Content Management System. So for that, I will need to log into the system. I'm doing this off of my Lineage OS cell phone. So as you can see, just like in the other video, there's a navigation string above each module that is rendered. If we go to root, it will show a list of all of the modules that are installed on the system. We can view the source code for the modules by clicking Source. One second. It's hard to click that on the phone. Now, in the source code, I have added a sanitization check. So each of the modules call upon a sanitizer include, and the forms are checked for HTML entities, characters such as this, asterisk, apostrophe, etc. Any characters that are not allowed are filtered from the post, from the form. That way there can be no chance of SQL injection or cross-site scripting attacks. The sessions are always checked against security protocols. So, if there has been any data that was tampered in the browser with tools such as tamper data, It will destroy the session and the cookie and log the user out immediately before anything else can be done. That's set up to protect the system from hackers. Oh, I have to do this for the BB codes. The source code feature is for our developers, but in official releases that will be removed, of course. So in the Cerberus PHP file, all of the security protocols are set first in logical order. As a programmer, we're taught to have exceptionally clean and documented programming code. And this is written very well and clean. However, no system is perfect. But it can be perfected over time. After the security protocols are loaded, the theme is loaded, the theme engine is loaded, and then the left blocks are loaded in from the right, and then the module that's selected, and then the right blocks are also loaded in from the right. Everything's loaded in from the right. There are sanitization checks for everything, even the modules. So if we were to go here and put in some kind of characters or HTML entities or something, it would deny that. I believe I already went over the features of everything on the front end in the other video. There is an RSS feed. And the RSS feed pulls feeds from the news module as well as the articles module. If you're logged in as an administrator, you'll see different documentation resources in the administration panel block here. This is a good feature. It deletes any accounts that have not been activated all at once after 24 hours of registering to keep the system clean. Multiple avatars can be get or uploaded via FTP, file transfer protocol. So essentially what you do is go download avatar packs that we've made or avatar packs from other resources and upload them to the avatar directory, and they would just pop up right here. They can be used by any profile on the system. They could even use their own picture of themselves as an avatar. This shows the personal files of the user. They're allowed to have so many files based on the administration settings. And the files can only be a certain size based on the administration settings. That can be disabled, of course. Deactivated. And like the avatar system, there's also a smiley code BB system. So you would just drop in pictures of BB codes or emojis, and they could be used across the system with the BB codes. You would just use bracket and then the name of the file and then close bracket to use that as a BB code. They can be manually typed. Right now we're in the process of implementing a YSWG editor and then linking back all of the BB codes that are allowed into the YSWG editor. This is a custom JavaScript editor that I'm writing that is approved for the system. And it will be called upon by all of the forms in the system. We are also working on an edition of this system that has extensive use of JavaScript code so that everything can be dragged and dropped across the system. There will be an edit mode for the administrator, and in the edit mode, the administrator can move blocks around or move modules around or move text around, and it'll stick. They can upload files by dragging and dropping. The users can upload files by dragging and dropping files into the system. It'll automatically grab the files and process them. You can comment on profile systems. And use BB codes, of course, across the system. You can modify your own posts, but not other people's posts. And you can delete your own posts, but not other people's posts. Administrators can delete and modify anybody's posts. More options are being added to the edit profile and the profiling system, such as links to the user's Twitter and Facebook, Instagram, etc. Sorry about the background music. I'm using Spotify.
Try Spotify Premium for 30 days and take your songs anywhere. Tap on the banner to learn more.
So a user gets to select their theme, their profile avatar, drops down from the list that's in the directory. They can set their music that they're listening to, their current mood. And in the version that we are upgrading of this, we're going to make it a little bit like Facebook. Now, we're not stealing their ideas or anything, but we're going to make it to where everyone, we're going to make it to like how everyone likes. Where you can post updates on your own profile, and you can set your mood or music that you're listening to or whatever in your post. There will be an unlimited number of posts separated by page numbers, but in the JavaScript edition, in the drag and drop edition of this, it will just automatically load posts as the page scrolls down. We're also writing a multiplayer games module for video game emulators, such as Super Nintendo, Nintendo 64, Sega Genesis, Atari, etc. Now, the way that this is legal is that we can write the emulators, the Flash emulators, but the user will have to have Flash installed in the browser. And since Flash is pretty much being deprecated everywhere, we decided to take that and change it up a bit so Flash is not required. This is actually a very difficult thing to do, but we're doing it. The way that it's legal is that the user of the system would download ROMs and upload them to the game directory, and the games would become available to the module. So the user could then select the game and play the game and invite other people on the system to play the multiplayer game with them. Alright, well, I hope this gives a good demonstration of the current architecture and the way that it works. As a programmer, you can go and look at the source code to delve deeper into the mechanics of the system.